we go. First set of the 2019-20 archery season. Yeah, it's a perfect night. Southwest wind, and I got no sun. So the sun won't be in my face because I'm going to be facing southwest. So keep that in mind when you hunt. If you can hunt on a cloudy night on a southwest wind, it's a lot more tolerable as you sit there, because right now that sun will be right in your face. The first day of, it's the first full day of daylight savings time. So let's go down and get in the ladder stand, see what becomes of it. Okay, here we go to stand. Now this is really important. We're not in the woods. We're out in the pasture. The wind is coming straight at the camera. So we're going to go down and get in the stand. We haven't been in the woods. We got an overcast night, perfect conditions, and we're taking a headwind all the way in. That's really important. And I only get to hunt this stand a few times because even with the southwest wind, if the sun's shining, you really got a problem. If the sun is shining, that's where a ball cap comes into play. You can pull it down, keep it out of your face, but don't wear a hat to your stand, because all that does is generates unnecessary heat, sweat, and makes more humans stink. And we're going to get over here in the cow shit here in a little bit and get shit-faced. A fairly fresh pile of cover scent. Now, some people scoff at this, but it's really unnecessary. Work is good camel and good cover scent. And like I said, put a little on your clothes. It doesn't make any difference. And if you haven't learned how to eat shit in life and survive, you haven't lived very long. So let's get onto the stand. And that, my friend, is real cow shit, not bullshit out of a big box store. Well, here we go. First set. We're in the ladder stand. We got the wind in our face. Cow shit on my hat, cow shit on my face, cow shit on my clothes. Best natural cover set well, I can't say man ever made, nature ever made. We're 15 feet up in the air in the ladder stand, and we're about 15 yards from the farthest trail. So that's what we got going on right here. Those two little bucks are right downwind of me. It's right at 5 o'clock. I want to go check 2 trail cameras. I had those 2 small bucks downwind of me. So my theory worked. And I also had a bobcat. But I wanted to shoot the bobcat more so than I wanted to get it on film. But it was too far out of range in the brush. But that was pretty cool to beat that bobcat because it didn't even know I was here. And it's just amazing because I was bound determined I wasn't going to mess with the camera. I was just going to shoot the cat. But it didn't give me the shot that I wanted. So other than that, I guess tonight was a success. Now I got to get down and I want to go. The one camera I got to move because it's up too close. So I might as well get down and get it done. Well, here we go. First morning out. November 4th. We got west-northwest wind between 10 and 15. This is supposed to be the best day for the winds for me. So let's sit back and see what unfolds out of this stand. Now you're seeing the purpose of shooting that arrow down there. I had urine on it, human pee on it. Didn't scare that deer at all. Little deer. But he stood around there and investigated it, gave you all kinds of opportunities to shoot it. That's what that first arrow was all about. Plus, shooting that arrow gives you confidence. Picked out a leaf, shot it. You know, everything's working. Plus, you just distributed a lure down there without walking down there. So there's the two folds on shooting an arrow. Whether you use commercial scent or human urine, both will get their attention. Well, I don't know. Apparently, there isn't any chasing going on right now. And this is the 4th of November. And this is the first time I've ever hunted on the 4th of November. I usually don't hunt the 4th. It just got to be a traditional thing. But today, I thought I'd give it a try. But it's still real green out. And outside that one little buck and a raccoon that was off camera, that's all went by in 3 hours. So But it was a good rehearsal. You got, you know, the feel of getting in the stand and stuff, because that's all new when you don't do that for a while. And so at least we got that initiated, the gear organized, and we'll go to work and uh, get back at this here in a few days. The full moon should really kick that. They say the does really go into heat after the second full moon, which will be coming up here probably by the end of the week, and that ought to kick them into estrus. And because right now there's no chasing going on whatsoever in the 3 hours that I've been here. So I might as well go get something done today. Oh, okay. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We got down this morning because there was no chasing. Now what I did since then, I got down at 10 o'clock and I moved the stand to that pinch point where that big scrape is and those big rubs. Now the reason I did that is you gotta have a purpose. The purpose is I did not see any bucks chasing any does or any does running up and down the trails. That means they're not in estrus yet. Because if they were in estrus, the bucks would be beating the trails to death, trying to pick up that estrus smell, the blood in the urine, and whatever. Instead, they're still working the scrapes. So I'm going to get in there tonight, and I'm set up about 15 yards from that scrape, 15 feet up in a ladder stand, maybe 20 yards from that scrape. But I got the wind in my face, and they've been working that scrape real good. So I'm going to get in here, like I said. It's, well, I guess it's only 20 after 1 right now, but that's all right. I can go slow, and I don't worry about it. I set that stand up. I didn't get in around the scrape or, mess anything up. They're not even going to know I've been in there because they weren't in there when I went in there to set the scrape up. So if they come back tonight, they'll have a rude awakening. Let's get with it. Right down there is that pinch point. That dark is the ditch. I've never sat up it like this before, so we'll see how this plays out. The deer gotta come real close. There's a great big rub right there. That rub is as big as your leg, your thigh. And I've seen what's been coming in here. So this is hunting. Like I said, this is not setting up on a kill plot. This is scouting and then adjusting to it. That was one heck of a nice 8-pointer. The doe was over there running around. And then she took off backward, and he turned around and went after her. Boy, yeah, if I get a chance to shoot that 8-pointer, that's going to go down. We're right on the edge, as Roger Rothauer, the late Roger Rothauer stated. On a scrape, you got to play it right on the edge, almost wrong and almost right, and hope for the best in the situation, because we're so close. And that doe, she was rattled up. She didn't snort or blow. she just didn't flag. She just was moving through the woods a different direction, so he followed her. Now it's at 3, but right at 3:30 in the afternoon. And we just put this stand up at, well, we're done putting this stand up at 11:30 this morning. Well, I'm going to call it a day. I don't like hunting in that last half hour of light. So many things can go wrong. And down here, with the coyotes and the bobcats, you won't have much left in the morning if you don't find it. And I achieved my goal. I seen the 8-pointer. That doe would have came this way, you know, the ifs and the ands. But I got to stand here. And like I say, I don't like to shoot him in that last 20 minutes or so of after the sun sets, because nothing good comes of that a lot of the times. Then you have to lay in bed worrying about what if and what and. So I know I can shoot him in good light. That's it for November 4th. Yeah, another reason I got down early tonight is I wanted to make sure I could find in and out of here in the morning. And now I know I can cross right here at this old deadfall. I can cross the fence right here and then go on into the timber down to that stand. So this is like a forked deadfall. And that way, when I come in here out of that pasture, I know what my bearings are. You could add the GPS and all that shit too, but that was the other reason, like I said. And there's almost half the moon, so this time next week, it'll be really smoking. 26 years ago on this date, I killed my largest white-tailed deer at this time in the afternoon with a 40-mile-an-hour north wind, 20 feet up in a tree. We sat up here tonight. We moved from this morning. We sat there until noon. Didn't have a whole lot of activity. Tonight we're sitting up here on this east-west travel corridor with a north wind coming in my face right here. And so they'll traverse right down in front of us, real tight. Right down in there. Pretty good trail down in there. So if they come down, shot will be 10 yards. We're probably 15, 17 feet up in the tree.